Hello and happy Thursday. So what did I do yesterday? Yesterday, I managed to get the Alexa skills sending an email, a HTML email using standard Python libraries. I well, not gave up, but it turns out that simple email service is kind of unnecessary. I don't really need to hook into Amazon's capabilities to send email. I've got a spare domain hanging around. I've got an SMTP server that I can use that doesn't have quotas on it, doesn't charge me any more than what I'm already paying for it. So that's probably the path that I'd go down. So I used a couple of standard Python libraries and I was able to send a HTML email. The library capabilities look quite robust, so if I wanted to do things like send attachments, it looks pretty straightforward to do that as well. So I'm going to call the email side of things done, and that's pretty cool. Like I've gone through, I can see the usability concerns around what you need to do in a skill to be able to respond to if a user hasn't given permissions to give their email. I went through and configured my skill to say, yes, this skill needs to or wants to get access to your email. And so that's all pretty clearly understood now. Like I get that. So what I'm going to do today, oh yeah, the other thing is, I also had a really awesome consult with Chris O'Neill, going through some basics of mixing audio, and I'm starting to plan out like what I want to do for next week, because today I'm going through how to configure access to or link a Discord account, and it just goes back to like I have the answers. I have the answers to these questions in terms of like where I should be going. It's in the document that I wrote like last year, because I was trying to think yesterday. Okay, so email, got that. What's another channel that I want to use? Okay, maybe Twitter. So Twitter is a way that you can reach people. But the problem with Twitter is that, first of all, the APIs are all pretty aggressively limited in terms of their capabilities. So that means you couldn't really scale it. Oh no, we've lost our filter again. We lost our filter for a second and got harsh white light. So Twitter's APIs are you can't scale a skill if you use Twitter because the capabilities are pretty tightly controlled. Also, Twitter at the moment is literally breaking. People are having problems receiving DMs, and that's how I thought that a skill might communicate with someone by sending DMs. So that doesn't work. So, what's an alternative? Discord. And so today I'm going to be looking at configuring a skill to send messages via Discord, and I'm really excited by this possibility because, first of all, it opens up avenues for having things like a custom Discord server for a skill, channels for users, roles, all that sort of thing. Discord is infinitely configurable and really, really cool. It's a flexible tool. The other thing is, I was scratching my head yesterday trying to figure out, is this OAuth stuff like is this super hard to understand? Because Alexa needs a specific set of information. Okay, great. Where do I find this? I go to Twitter's documentation. Maybe I just wasn't looking at the right place, but it was super hard. It was super hard to find the information that I needed. I go to Discord's website, and Good Guy Discord has here's the information that you need. Oh, and here's the other things that we support. Super straightforward. So and by the way, I got a confirmation back from Creative Victoria that my 4-week extension has been approved. So next week was going to be looking primarily at mixing for location. There we go, I bumped the mic again. He's a professional. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another one of those, I've got 3 weeks left in the bucket in terms of extra time. So I'm going to take another one of those for next week because I want to continue on with this. I want to continue on with looking at what a Discord integration can do for a skill, because the bounty hunter prototype that I put together, just basic combat example, that is something where there's a lot of complex information, even in the basic prototype, that it would really benefit a user to have like an additional surface that was providing them information. So the ability to request stuff and it going to, like, you get a Discord message instead of it going to audio. especially for things like, a ship status report, because if you've got here's all my systems, then you being able to list those out in a text message really quickly, much easier. It would, I also, there we go, just had a brain fart there. I've also been looking at one of the things that I was thinking about doing initially was like a space trading skill as a prototype. And I'm probably not going to do this as part of the project, but I was looking at like one of the channels that I'd listed as a plan for this week. I put down a lot that I was intending to get through this week, but it was external websites as well. And I'm not going to do that as part of this project because I don't have strong Flask skills. Like I'd probably be looking at putting together like a third-party website using something like Flask for Python. I don't use it regularly, and so I would need to spin up my capabilities with that, and I don't want to be learning another thing. But, outside of the scope of this project, it's a really exciting idea for me, because then you can provide like an enrichment, you can provide an enriched experience via a website that, say for example, if you're doing trading, then it can say, well, here are the commodities that are available on the planet that you're on. Here are the price points for them. Okay, so you can then compare, okay, so Illyrium, just to steal completely from XCOM. Okay, so what are the prices for Illyrium on the planets, on the known planets that I've been to, that I've managed to chart out? Okay, well I can see that there's a disparity here. I could buy here low and I can sell high over there. Great, let's buy that. And then you interact back with the voice app as well. So yeah, I think there's some real potential there that I want to come back to. But for the moment, this Discord skill thing, this is really exciting me. So that's what I'm going to carve out some time to do next week. So I'm going to continue plugging away on this today and over the weekend, because my partner works on Fridays at the moment. She's on leave, but she's working Fridays. So I work Sundays. So I'm going to continue to do this, and I'm going to do that next week, and I'm going to then start doing some audio prototypes as well, moving into what the next unit part of that is going to be, which is mixing for location. Because the point and click adventure skill prototype that I put together a while back, I'm going to start putting together some audio assets for that. I'm going to do some audio design for that, and I'm really excited about that too. Oh, one other thing. This has been a long rambling video, but one other thing that I wanted to mention. I've been trying to be really conscious of things that are bringing me joy at the moment, and if I can remember which side the patch is on, there we go. There it is. My N7 hoodies finally came. I bought 2 new hoodies for winter, and I'm glad that I did it, because it's getting cold, son. It is getting cold in Melbourne. It's been a cold, rainy week, and apparently the weather's going to continue in that direction. So I'm really glad that they came in, and they're wonderful and snuggly and warm. And so I'm going to be living in these for the next few months. I bought 2 of them so I can basically, give them a rest, give them a break, and I'm not just wearing out one hoodie. So yeah, that's making me happy. If there's something at the moment that's bringing you joy, that's kind of a lifeline, because that's what they kind of feel like, isn't it? The things that we're kind of being much more conscious of, so we can focus on the positivity. But yeah, if there's something that's bringing you joy at the moment that you're really conscious of, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know in the comments, either on YouTube or over on my Alexa website. Stay safe, stay well, and I will probably talk to you next week. I won't be putting up a morning stand-up video on Sunday, even though I'll be working on this, but I will be putting one together at the start of next week. Talk to you then.